What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 4s to look at. The Air Jordan 4 Retro. Now, this is a collaboration with Travis Scott. This is the dark mocha colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. Now, these videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this Air Jordan 4 sneaker did come in your standard Air Jordan 4 box. So you do have this all black lid here, and you do have the red Jumpman logo with the white flight branding along the side of the black lid. You know, you do have more of that Jordan branding in red. Now the bottom portion of the box, they did give us like, you know, that speckled cement, and that is like, you know, pretty much, you know, standard with most Air Jordan 4 sneakers. Now the bottom of the box, they actually did just go ahead and just give us like, you know, they have the Jordan branding. There is a black sticker here with some Nike branding and copyright information there, and then it's all gray, and you do have the Nike branding here in white and more copyright information there. So for those that do care about that, there you go. Now the box label on the sneaker does read Air Jordan 4 Retro, Dark Mocha, Sail, Cool Gray, and then it says Verd, whatever that is. But anyway, when you do open the box and there is your red up underneath, and you know, you are met with like, you know, this, I'll call it like trash bag paper that they actually give you, you know, to cover, you know, the sneakers. Nothing special as far as this packaging go. Now, this is one of those friends and family Travis Scott Air Jordan 4s, and I am happy to get this one on the channel. I have been looking for this sneaker for quite some time, so I definitely want to shout out the vendor and thank them for getting this on the channel. And when I say they got everything correct on this one, they got everything correct. For some reason, most sellers don't have this sneaker, but like everything on this checks out, from like the materials, like the color of the midsole. Everything is on point from like, you know, images that I've seen of this sneaker. So again, I thank them for getting this to me on the channel. This one is actually kind of consistent with the materials that are used on the Air Jordan 4 Travis Scott's, the Purple Dynasty, and I actually reviewed that pair on this channel here as well. But nevertheless, let's go over the materials, man. Pretty solid sneaker, but there you go. Air Jordan 4 Retro, Travis Scott, Dark Mocha. So let's take a look at the right sneaker first, like we always do. Now, when you first look at the sneaker, it does pretty much look just like any other Air Jordan 4 as far as build goes. The top portion of the sneaker is composed of like, you know, comprised of this dark mocha nubuck material. Pretty solid, and it is transitional, if you guys can see that in the video. Pretty solid materials on this one. But let's start like with the mid portion of the sneaker. You do have this plastic rubberized cage, which is standard with most Air Jordan 4s in black. Up underneath, you do have like, you know, this nylon, the mesh material, and it is like, you know, on that dark mocha color, pretty consistent with the nubuck up top. They did go ahead and give us this black triangle wing, which is standard again with most Air Jordan 4s. Now, one thing that's a little bit different is the fact that they do have like, you know, this lace crown, you know, both here and here, going toward like, you know, the bottom portion, like, you know, where the laces, you know, start on the bottom portion toward the toe box of the sneaker. But it is like, you know, when this camouflage like dark mocha, and it has like, you know, this hit of like, you know, black dots, and I'll try to get a close up, like, you know, as far as like, you know, B-roll images. But nevertheless, you know, pretty consistent with most Air Jordan 4s. So you do have more of that dark mocha nubuck material surrounding this whole entire portion of the sneaker on the lateral side. Now, going toward the midsole, you do have, you know, it's pretty much like in this off-white cream sail color, and they do have, you know, that Air Jordan 4 bubble that's like, you know, consistent with Air Jordan 4s. Other than that, you do have this black rubberized, this is stemming up from like, you know, the sole of the sneaker. So this black rubber here, and then you have more of that sail secondary, I'll call it like a secondary midsole here in that off-white sail color. Swinging things over towards the toe box area of the sneaker, so you are met with more of that dark mocha nubuck material for the toe box area. Excellent materials, like I said, transitional and all. They did go ahead and give us that mud guard, you know, and more of that dark mocha nubuck material, which is standard with most Air Jordan 4s. And then coming up from like the toe box here to this portion, right before you get to the laces, you do have more of that rubberized plastic, you know, caging, and it does have like, you know, that dark mocha nylon mesh material up under, and that does go all the way up towards like, you know, the mid portion of the tongue up underneath the laces. Now the sneakers do come pre-laced, and they are in this black, you know, flat black wax laces, and then going towards like, you know, the upper portion of the tongue, you do have more of that nubuck material in that dark mocha color. Now you do, on the top portion of the tongue, you do have the black tag there, and it does have the red Jumpman logo with the flight branding there in the white. Behind the tongue, you actually have some verbiage on the tag, and it's actually, you know, this brown dark mocha color, and it's a T plus S, well, T plus K plus S, and it does have the date 2/1/18. I'm not really sure what that signifies, but nevertheless, you guys can look that up on your own time. The sock liner of the sneaker and behind the tongue is actually composed of like, you know, this black faux leather material, and it's like that on the Purple Dynasty Friends and Family Travis Scott's as well. On the insole of the sneaker, I'm not going to take it out, but it is all white, and it does have the Cactus Jack branding there in black. The sneaker does actually come with this dark mocha tag, and it is like, you know, consistent as far as like, you know, that nubuck material. On this on the front side, you have the Cactus Jack branding there, and then on the back you actually have this Jordan Jumpman logo and like, you know, this dark brown, dark brown color there as well. But let me move that back out the way so we can get over to the medial side. But that's pretty much it for the lateral side and the front portion of the sneaker. So let's take things over to the medial side. Consistent with the other side, just like any other Air Jordan 4. So you do have this black triangle wing here. You have your camouflage dark mocha and black lace crowns both here, and then going towards like, you know, the toe box area there. You do have that black rubberized plastic caging here for the mid portion of this side, and then you do have more of that that nylon mesh material up under in that dark mocha color, and then again all black dark mocha nubuck material surrounding this entire side of the sneaker. You do see more of that off-white sail midsole. You do have, you know, your see-through air bubble on this side as well, and then you can actually see the bottom of the sneaker, and you do see like, you know, more of that black rubber. Going towards the back portion of the sneaker, they did give us this black pull tab, and it does have the Cactus Jack branding there in red. On the other sneaker, they actually give us the Nike branding there as, you know, on the back tab. Pretty solid. Like, I love that they do the flip-flop thing, and they've done this on like, you know, the Purple Dynasty. They actually did it on the Oilers Travis Scott, the blue pair as well. I like the fact that they do the Cactus Jack branding on one and then the Nike branding on the other. And then going towards like, you know, the bottom portion, you do see more of that dark mocha nubuck material, and then you can see more of that sail midsole going towards the you know, the heel. Going towards the bottom portion of the sneaker, so the bottom is consistent as far as build like any other Air Jordan 4, and this time it is like, you know, in the all black, and they do have hits of, you know, the dark mocha here at the bottom, and more of that dark mocha going towards like, you know, the toe portion of the sneaker. Herringbone traction, just like any other Air Jordan 4. And then this medium portion here is in that off-white sail color, and they did give us the red Jumpman logo there as well. But pretty solid sneaker, man. But let's take a look at the left sneaker before we get up on out of here, because again, like, for the most part, the sneaker does look the same, but one of the most noticeable differences, like I mentioned before, you do have the red Nike Air branding on this left sneaker, and I'm happy that they went with that versus, you know, the Jordan branding. I'm just one of those people that are a fan of the Nike Air branding versus the Jumpman logo being on the back of my Air Jordan 4s and 3s. I just always favor, you know, the Nike Air branding on the back. Now the back tongue, the back of the tongue, they do have like, you know, a white tab here, and it does have Travis Scott's name there in black, and then the insole of the sneaker. Now on this one, it's a little bit different. They actually, the insoles are white, but they have like the state of Texas shape, and they do have like, you know, the Cactus Jack brand in there, and I believe it's red, white, and is it blue or black? I can't really tell because of the lighting, but there you go. But nevertheless, man, pretty solid sneaker. If I was actually to rate this sneaker, I would actually give this one a 10 out of 10. I love this colorway. I felt like this is actually one of the best Travis Scott, you know, Jordan 4s that they released, or rather if this is like a GR or not. This is like, you know, one of those collaboration sneakers where I'm just happy to get it in my collection. Just the materials and the colors and everything, and you can get this off pretty simple sneaker. It's not an everyday sneaker by any means, but at the end of the day, I just feel like it is a solid release. Sizing on this one, it fits just like any other Air Jordan 4, nothing different. So for me, that's actually true to size. I don't recommend like, you know, going up a half size or anything for extra room in a toe box. Like, it fits true to size. Now, one thing I'd like to highlight on all Air Jordan 4 reviews is like, you know, this slope along here on the side. Air Jordan 4s are the pinky toe killer. Like, it doesn't have anything to do, like, you know, with you trying to go up a size or anything like that. Like, it's just the way the sneaker is crafted, is designed. Air Jordan 4s to me have never been a sneaker that you can wear all day, every day. So, I mean, there's going to be a little discomfort after a while. It's just, you know, the way that they designed this slope on the sneaker here. So, pretty much, like I said, true to size on this one, 10 out of 10. But I definitely want to take the time to shout out the vendor for getting these sneakers to me on the channel. Again, this is a sneaker that I wanted in my collection for quite some time, so I'm definitely, you know, happy to get this on the channel to review for you guys. But I do want to encourage you guys to always stay engaged like always. I can be reached on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a B-roll, and I'm going to give you a 360 like always. But there you go. Air Jordan 4 Retro, Travis Scott, Dark Mocha. So there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side of the right, lateral side of the left. There's the bottom portion of the sneaker. And again, standard Air Jordan 4 bottom, just a little, you know, colors a little bit different. There's the medial side of the sneaker. And then there's the rear of the sneaker. So you know they got the flip-flop Nike Air brand and then the Cactus Jack on the other. But again, I want to thank you guys for, you know, I don't take nothing for granted. I thank you guys for taking the time to always tune in. But until next time, see you later.